Buffaloes, 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 rally, 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 to me. Ooh. Buffaloes, rally, boys, rally, ooh, to me. Extraordinary. Those buffaloes. Excuse me, have you seen any buffaloes about here?
No, I'm a teetotaler.
Rally, boys, buffaloes, ooh, buffaloes to me, rally. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very sorry, but I'm afraid I've lost my scoop of trouts. My trout scoop seems to have entirely disappeared. It's the worst of a Hyde Park rally. Once you give the dismiss, you'll never know where the little devils will get to. They're such capital little chaps, you know, hot as mustard and keen as cress. I'm so afraid they may run into Hitler and got dissolved. After all, the Nazis have been so awfully unkind to we scouts, and you wouldn't really think so, because after all, the Nazi salute is more of a request than a threat, isn't it? I'll just give them one more call. Buffaloes, rally, rally, to me, boys. Ooh, ooh. Not a sign of them. So awkward, we were going to give them a little display in woodcraft and knotting. I don't quite know what to do now. The only thing I can suggest is that I carry on with the woodcraft and knotting myself. It's so confusing for you, I'm so awfully sorry. I'll just give one more call. Buffaloes, rally, ooh, boys, not a sign. Of course, the great thing about woodcraft is to learn to be crafty on going into a wood. That is the great thing. See, the average person just enters the wood in the ordinary way, and they find trees all round them, and they say, oh, here we are in the wood, but not so the scout. No, the scout always enters the wood heavily disguised, and then he proceeds in a series of short rushes from tree to tree, like this. Thus he avoids being peeked at, and if there's one thing I hate, it's being peeked at. Of course, Lady Godiva suffered awfully with that sort of thing in Coventry, and people get sent to Coventry on the slightest pretext, and they maybe, and of course the maybe actually comes out of the hive in April. That's Mother Nature's way of telling us that it takes more than one early worm to make a summer. And of course the maybe is different from the ordinary bee, because it doesn't store honey in the hive at all. No, it stores jam. According to what it feeds on, so the jam feeds on onions, you have onion jam, bananas, you have banana jam, cotton wool and train oil, you have the full fruit standard. That's rather more expensive, and apiarists generally, and talking of apes and aping, I had a most painful experience the other day. I was out on a little private tracking walk of my own. I was tracking down a country lane quite quietly, just tracking here and tracking there. The old gentleman came up to me and said he was a scout, and I said yes, and he said fancy that, and he said, are you interested in birds? I said, well, I told you I was a scout, and so he said, well, would you like to see the biggest swallow in England? Of course, I was frightfully keen in a minute, and he rushed me over to the local inn. You know that it cost me 18 pints before I realized that I was being mocked. And talking of mocking, I had a very painful experience only yesterday. I went over a mock turtle factory. I don't know whether you've ever been over a mock turtle factory. A big factory with a huge room with the turtles comfortably seated all round the room. And then in came the chief mocker. And the things he said to those turtles, I mean personal things, cruel things. Oh, I was livid. There was one awfully nice little turtle, a very shy, retiring little turtle, but so very sensitive about its shell. It had some sort of malformation of the shell, and this brute of a chief mocker came up and cracked all the petrol jokes over it. Thought that was a good shell, that was. Of course, the poor thing was on the soup by the time I left. You see, that's what they do. It's the way they make their soup. Oh, I was so annoyed. But I must just see where my troops got to. I must find them if I can. Buffaloes, buffaloes, rally, 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 boys. Ooh, ooh, boys, rally. Not a sight. Ah, there they are. Boys, come here. Boys, where have you been? Where have you been?